guys, and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley, and welcome to Watercolor Blooms. This is episode 4, and I honestly don't know what I'm painting yet. I need to pick out a flower today. I think I want to do another simple one that seemed to go over really well. A lot of people that are coming to these videos are more beginner, and I want to do flowers in this series that can be not overwhelming and beginner friendly. So I'm going to be doing some more difficult paintings along the way as well, but maybe not in this series. I may have separate videos for more intermediate painters. But I think I want to keep this one fairly beginner friendly. So yeah, let's go ahead and turn the camera around and figure out what on earth we're going to paint. All right, so let's open up the Etcher sketchbook. So if you've been keeping up with my videos, you might know I've had a migraine that's been persisting forever. Well, it's still hanging on a little bit. Okay, not a little. It's still hurting quite a lot. I'm nauseous. My head hurts. But you know what? Painting is one thing that gets me through the pain and frustration of the different chronic illnesses that I deal with. So we're going to paint. We're going to have fun. We're going to try to de-stress. And I'm going to show you how I relax and unwind even when I'm hurting. So we had episodes 1, 2, and 3. I think 3 has been my favorite so far. It's super quick, simple, just beautiful. Today I want to do something I haven't really done. Hold on, I'm taking my medicine here, my Dr. Pepper. If you don't know, I mean, I love painting sunflowers and such, but my favorite flower is a daisy. Daisies are my favorite. They're so much fun to paint. They're very similar to these. These weren't daisies, but they're the same shape and concept. But I haven't really painted many Gerber daisies. And I literally just typed in flower in Google and looked through the images to see what made me happy. And this made me happy. So we're going to do a Gerber daisy. I want you to throw reference photos out the window again. So with these, we didn't even have a specific flower in mind. We just plopped some petals on the page. We're going to be attempting, a general Gerber daisy, but I don't want you to try to make anything like a photo. So we're not doing a reference photo. We're just going to plop some petals on the page, okay? Plopping those petals for Watercolor Blooms. All right, so how are we going to do this? So if you don't know, I have a makeup channel on here that I've had for 8 or 9 years now. And somebody mentioned using a Makeup Z palette for my 31 Purple Fish paints. And I'm like, oh, wow, I have those. I should just do that. So I used to have a bigger one, but I've gotten rid of a ton of my makeup. So I might get a bigger one so I can put all of them in one palette. But here's my 31 Purple Fish. And yeah. I think I want to use these today. Although I'm kind of torn because I want to play with the Essie paint some more as well. So I might actually dip into both of them. We shall see. I like mixing and matching with paints. So I'm going to put this one here, and we're all set up. All right. So let me see what kind of brush I want to use today. I really want my Aqua Elite and I can't find it. I just need to buy a new one, I guess. I don't know where it is. I don't know what happened. Nope. We'll use this one. I like this brush. And you know what? I'm going to grab a couple of brushes. Okay. All right. So a Gerber daisy. A Gerber daisy. Again, we're not going to look at a photo. Hold on. We have stem. We have the inner portion. Then we have little petals and then longer petals. So, and I want this to be kind of a carefree, take over the whole thing pattern of just daisies. Maybe not even with stems, maybe just the flowers everywhere. Like we're doing a repeating pattern for fabric or something. So let me get some tape. All right, so I'm going to use the Holbein soft tape. I'm going to tape my edges real quick. This comes in different widths. This is a really wide one. But I will link this tape below if you're looking for a good tape for your watercolors. These are not even and straight perfectly, but that's okay. Today is about fun and throwing perfection away, so no perfection here. I want you to go into this one actually expecting mistakes. I want you to go into this one deciding I don't want to make a perfect painting. This is fun. This is just for fun. I don't know why I wiped that out. I was going to use green. Anyways, okay, so today I want to pick my color palette first. Do we want to go bright? Do we want to go muted? I don't know. With these 31 purple fish paints, I just want to play with all of them. We're going to go with my favorite one. This is the strawberry peach. So I'm going to get some here in my little dish. Okay. I'm trying to see, I want different colors of daisy. So I don't want just one Gerber daisy. I want a bunch of different colors. I wonder what colors they actually come in. It doesn't really matter because this is painting and I can make them whatever color I want, but I want to see what they come in. Oh, bright, beautiful colors. Ooh, oranges, yellows, and pinks. We could do that. Some of them have a dark center. I said I'm not looking at photos, but I am. I like the dark center, and then some of them have a green center. So let's do yellows, pinks, oranges, that kind of thing. Okay, so we're gonna have that yellow, that pink, and then I'm gonna take, I think this one's honeybee. So we'll have honeybee and some. And then I don't really have an orange. I'll do a couple of different variations of pinks, I think. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Now that I've kind of decided the color scheme, let's start with the pink flower. And actually, I'm going to do a center here. I had somebody say they wanted a different angle, but I don't really know how I would film this any different and better. Like, I feel like that's as good as... I feel like from the side, you're not going to see exactly what I'm doing. I don't know. What if I set up... Hold on. All right, so I want to make these videos as helpful as possible, and I do get suggestions in the comments of things I can do to make them better. Somebody didn't like the angle I was shooting from, so I'm putting a second camera here now. Maybe I'll put some of that footage in if I'm blocking. I don't know. It should probably be from that side, but I don't have room. It'll block the light. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm using natural light. I'm using my windows, and yeah, I'm trying to make these the best that I possibly can for you. But if there are things that you want me to improve upon, I'm trying, okay? So anyways, I don't know if that this camera view over here is gonna be helpful at all. So I'm just gonna put a few yellow centers here and there. And then I think I'll do those flowers and then fill in the other ones. So I want to do some with the darker centers as well, but we're going to start with these and see how those flowers go. So I've got my strawberry peach going here. And again, just use whatever colors you have that you like. And we're going to start with a pretty light wash of this color. Okay, and then we're going to build up that center after. So I feel a little scatterbrained. I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you I'm using the Princeton Neptune round size 6 brush. So kind of like we did before on day 1 or episode 1, we're going to put petals all the way around this flower. And then after those are done, we'll come in and put in darker little bitty strokes for the other petals. So just the exact same thing. We're going to fill this up with a ton of petals. Trying to make the ends of them a little bit more rounded and not so pointy, but they can all be different because the petals are not going to all be the exact same. Putting in some more pigmented ones in between some lighter ones. Give it as much depth as we can. Again, but keeping it loose. We don't want to get too fussy with it. Okay. All right, so that one's gonna dry, and after that dries, we'll add in some more details. All right, so the microphone is further away. Got another angle. We'll try this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another one that's this color real quick. It's actually quite difficult to focus on the painting and the filming. So when you watch YouTubers, and I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about all YouTubers in general, actually, there's a lot of things that they're thinking about and trying to make sure everything is working. So before you comment something nasty and mean, just think about that. Especially those that aren't big and don't have a bunch of help with setups and editing and everything. We're doing our best. Okay, so for this one up here, I want to change up the color a little bit. I want to get some of that strawberry peach, but I want to mix in another color with it. So let's do some color mixing. I'm thinking the pink salt, that was a really, really pretty pink color. So let's mix in a little bit of that with the peach one. All right, so we just have a little bit of color variation. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna go all the way around. Don't make them perfect. Don't worry about making them look the same. And the center part is gonna get covered up by more pigmented paint too, so I wouldn't even worry too much about where it's connecting to the center. Okay, just plop your strokes on there. Plop it. And there you go. Okay, we are getting somewhere. I wanna move to a different color and a different center. Let's do a green center now. I'm gonna take the Essie green color because this looks like the perfect center for these. Could that be any more country? Probably actually. All right, so we're just gonna do maybe one here and one more right here. We might vary up the angle of some of these. I don't know if I want them all like head on. I haven't decided. Let's take the Naples yellow titanium from Essie. I'm just super impressed with these paints. If you didn't watch that video of me swatching those, go check that out because these paints, well, that was way too wide, but it's just so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one a little bit different of a perspective. So it's gonna be kind of tilted that way. So we're gonna let's fix that there. Make the ones on this side shorter. And then we're gonna put this one, kind of curve it a little bit, going this way. There you go. These are so pigmented. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to water some of it down. So much pigment. Okay. All right, so just go around and put petals around all of your green centers now. Just fill this page up. Beautiful flowers. All right, and if you're having difficulty with this stroke, again, you start, whoops, I just put green or pink in that. You start with the tip of your brush, you kind of push through that belly, and then you lift it back up. The quicker you lift it up, the more abrupt the line will be, and the more tapered you lift it up, the more pointed it'll be. So doing the same stroke, but in a different timing, will give you a different kind of stroke. That sounded funny. We don't want to give you a stroke. That sounds weird. Okay. All right, so I'm liking the color combinations. We got one more yellow one up here. Again, remember where the flower petals connect to the center doesn't matter too much because we're going to be going in with more little bitty petals. So just, there we go. All right, we need one more color in center. So I want to take a brownish center. We're going to take this Whiskey Haze from 31 Purple Fish. It's just a brown. So any brown you have will do. Let's put this one here. Just kind of making these a little bit irregular. All right, what color should we do there? We can do an orange. We can do a deeper pink maybe. Maybe leaning purple. Let's do a pink. A deep pink. I can use the one from Essie, or let's see here. This pink looks really pretty. What are you? Strawberry jam. I like that. Let's do strawberry jam. I'm gonna get some of that on here. Okay. And put these petals in just the exact same way. Okay. I want to make these on this side a little bit shorter. Okay. This is a great way to practice your brush strokes too, because you're doing the same kind of stroke over and over again. Really good practice. And the cool thing about this is it's fine if some of these are pointed, some of them are more rounded, some of them kind of stop abruptly. Maybe a bug ate the end of that petal. Makes it more natural. So don't worry about your brush strokes too much. But this is a really good way of practicing it without the stress, because it's okay if they're not all the same. Pretty. Okay, and then we're gonna fill in like spaces with, what's it called? Leaves. Oh, the words don't always come. All right, so let's go in with these first ones, these first flowers. And we're gonna take a more concentrated amount of paint on our brush. So we want less water, more pigment. And if you have too much water in your brush, kind of tap it off on a towel. And we're just gonna do little baby lines coming from that center. So kind of just going out. So these are like little mini versions of what you did for the big petals. And these literally can just look like little dashes. They don't have to actually look super petal shaped. Keeping it loose. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Sorry, I just looked at it in the monitor. Okay, and then just do the same thing on all of your flowers. Coming out from the center, going towards those petals. Just do little dashes. Some bigger, some smaller, some dots. Some coming out a little bit more. Holy cow, it's cute. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it. Do the same one on this one. Even though I varied that color up, this is fine. Yes. Oh, it's so cute. I love Gerber daisies. I love daisies. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. The yellow. Yeah, let's go in with the Essie one. I think it's pigmented enough to, yeah. And just when you have a perspective, these on this side are going to be shorter again. So keep that in mind, just going out. Keep this side longer, this side shorter. Keeping this simple and easy to do. Oh, that's so cute. Are yours looking like Gerber daisies? I sure hope so. This is so much fun. So we're literally just plopping our paintbrush on the page in a circle. Doesn't get much easier than this. Just touching the paper. All right, and then our last pink one. Taking this. Oh, I used that, didn't I? I wonder what color this looks like next to it. Yeah, I'm gonna actually use this because it's much darker and I want it to, yeah, show up. That's so pretty. Woo, that's still wet, so it's bleeding, and that's totally fine as well. Just putting that ring in so you know it's a Gerber daisy. Good, 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 good. I like it. Oh goodness, if you've painted this one with me today, I would love to see it. If you can tag us on Instagram, I would be so excited to see all of your paintings. Okay, so I want to do a tiny bit more to the centers of these in just a second, but I want to start filling in some leaves. So we're gonna keep with the same brush. I was thinking about switching to my silver black velvet. Yeah, no, I'm going to. I'm gonna switch to this one. It's a little bit bigger, so I can push the leaves out a little bit better. All right, let's pick a green. Let's pick something. What do I want? Is it weird that I want to put the lunar black in my green just because that lunar black was so pretty from Essie? It might be weird, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. If you did not see the swatches of this, oh my gosh, you have to. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that lunar black with the green that's in the Essie palette. So I'm taking the green and the lunar black, and we're just gonna mix up kind of this rich, oh my gosh, deep net, looks like a mossy, beautiful green. Holy moly. Oh, I love these paints. Okay, I'm gonna have a problem because I'm gonna wanna buy all the Essie paints now too. Man, that is stunning. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay, guys, it's okay. I get a little bit excited and I'm sorry. This is so pretty. All right, so let's do some leaves. Now, these leaves are not gonna be perfect shapes. Again, just like the flower petals, don't worry about it being perfect. Let's start just coming out of here. And I want these to be kind of jagged, okay? We want kind of, not necessarily serrated edges, but like wonky edges. I don't know the terminology, but I'm literally just plopping that brush down till we kind of get a shape going, okay? So let's try this again. I'm coming from one of the flowers. We're gonna get a nice small little stem coming out, and I'm just pushing it out to one side, pushing it out to the other, and giving it a little tip. That's it. That's all you do. And just kind of fill in space. So if there's a big white space, put a leaf. And some of them can be some of them can be smaller, some of them can be bigger. But try to have them coming out from different flowers. So like in this space, I wouldn't want them all coming out of the same flower. Make some of them really jagged. Just plop some leaves on there. I'm gonna have this one coming from off the page. And just kind of play with the leaf shapes. See what comes out of your brush. I mean, I'm literally just plopping chaotically. So just, oh, I'm so excited about this one. Oh, I hope that you're painting along. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. because then I know you're having a lot of fun. Completely makes me forget what migraine. I love it. Okay. I feel like we're almost there. A couple of spaces I feel like I want to fill in. So I'm going to have one coming from off that side, and then I think I want one coming from here. Just like that. Okay. Pretty. Maybe a little one coming out this way too. Yeah. One more. Coming off of there. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So last step, I want to wrap this one up so you're not here for too long. We're going to take our yellow from the Essie palette. And the centers that are yellow, I just want to tap in a little bit of detail kind of along the base of that center. Just giving it a tiny little bit of dimension so the center doesn't look so flat. And we could go and put little veining in the flowers, but I think I don't want to overwhelm it too much. I feel like it's busy enough that it doesn't need that. Now, if you want to, you can, and you can put veins in your leaves and your petals, but I think I'm gonna leave mine like this. Let's take our green for the green centers and just tap a little bit of detail at the base of those. Just so the centers don't look too flat and one-dimensional. And then the brown as well. So I'm taking the Whiskey Haze. Again, use what paints you have. You do not need the paints that I have. And I think that is a finished painting. Let's do the best part, the tape pool. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, so let's pull this tape off and see. Oh, I love it. Oh, look how pretty. There it is. There is Watercolor Blooms episode 4. What is today? Today, when I'm filming, it's the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. We're going to put 9, 13, 24. All right, guys, so that wraps up this episode of Watercolor Blooms. If you have any requests for future videos or future flowers or just anything for me or Kylie or both of us, please let us know in the comments below. But that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. I love it. It's so pretty. Figure out what we're painting for Watercolor Blooms. Why did my head do this?